Damn, what is that? Ivy?
I don't know, some fake ass plant.
Word. Um, Brian and Ross are being funny right now.
Why were they doing?
We just get into these clown ass moods sometimes.
I feel that.
All right, I'm gonna pop this beer open with the lighter.
All right, I'm gonna pop this beer open with my burp. This White Claw, I mean.
Someone's gonna give us a 1-star review on Spotify for that burp.
Actually, dude, so I received a phone call the other day for a request to burp.
Really?
Yeah, Jason called me on FaceTime the other day, and he was with Brian Arnett, for
Yeah.
the viewers, and I think it was Brian. He was like, I don't know. Both of them basically were saying like that they were watching our old podcast and that I should something about my burps, and they were like, you should burp more or something like that.
Okay, so at least some people like it. That's Jay left us a nice comment. Actually, it made me happy. He said he likes
Did
the
he?
pod.
Hell yeah, dude! I haven't seen the
Yeah.
comments, but that's super great to hear.
Yeah. So what's up with you, man?
Well, dude, I'm back in San Francisco, and I just set up this little. This is where I'm gonna be filming like my videos from now on, at least as long as I live in this apartment. I got this little plant, and then I hung up this Henry Jones poster right here.
I can't see that because I only have a little box of you. Can I full? Oh, I can actually expand your frame.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there
If
it
you
is.
expand it, you'll see that. I mean, when we edit this, you're probably not gonna see it since we're gonna be like even smaller. But in my videos, you'll be able to see I've got like the Henry Jones poster right there.
That's pretty sick.
Kara got it for me for Christmas, and I finally put it up yesterday. So I just got back and
It's like a
pretty
under the
stoked.
bridge type of thing.
Yeah, he's under the bridge. I think he's doing a back lip while he's holding like an Arizona can or something.
I wonder if that's Philly.
And who knows? There's a couple of homies right there, eating chips and drinking some drinks. It's pretty
That's
sick.
sick.
It says it's a Henry Jones. I got the 237 out of 250 copies.
I've got a lot of his stuff around my room.
Yeah, dude, it's sick. But oh, we should cheers. What are you sipping on?
I just picked up some Budweisers from the deli.
Oh, lit. I got that mango iced tea White Claw.
Oh, nice, dude. Cheers, man. I didn't touch my can. What if I just like fumbled the beer and spilt it all over my laptop?
That would suck.
It's cool. It's cool. It's a different vibe to do this at this time. I kind of like it.
I low key like this better than how we were doing it before, just because it feels more chill
Right. I don't really
than
feel
like
like I'm
waking up and
working.
doing it. Exactly. So we can just like let. I feel like conversation can flow easier if in our minds we're more chilled out than in work mode.
Yeah, I think so too.
But uh, but yeah, man. How about you? What have you been up to?
I mean, same old, like the kind of continuing on the same journey. I actually started the book that you've been reading, How to Be an Adult in Relationships. It's really good.
You got it on your
I got it on
Kindle,
my Kindle. Yeah,
bro. Yes.
I'm already like a third of the way through. It's really
Dude,
good.
it's such an easy read, but because what you're reading, and you're just like, holy fuck, like, and you just keep reading,
Yeah,
like it
that's
flows so well through it.
I. That's what I'm like with like a lot of self-help books because I'm so interested in what they're suggesting that I'll. That's why I read those books faster than anything else.
Dude, I actually filmed a video last night in this exact spot that I'm in right now. I filmed the video is called "The Five Keys to Mindful Loving," which is basically like what the book is called. And I talk about the five A's.
Hell
and
yeah.
and then I give like I read a little bit like what it says, and then I talk about like kind of like what I think about it, and that's going straight up. I gotta edit it. It'll probably be like I think it's gonna be kind of like a longer video, and it'll be on the second channel for sure.
Oh, that's sick.
And
So
I'm really really hyped.
it's funny because we're doing something similar because I've been doing the book related videos. That meditation one was my first one.
Dude, your meditation video was so good.
Thanks, man.
I listened to it I listened to it. I didn't watch it because I was like putting all my stuff away since
Yeah.
I just got here yesterday, and I was like, fuck, I want to watch this video. But I was like,
It's
whatever.
like
So
audio primary anyway.
I popped in the AirPods because I didn't want to sit there for 20 minutes and watch it, and so I was like, fuck it. And I did everything I had to do while listening to it, and I was deeply in it. Like I
Mm.
was working away, putting all my shit away, and deeply in the video or into the audio. I was like, wow, this is so good, and I
Oh, thank
relate
you.
to it so heavy because of like the subject matter. And yeah, that's I think that's one of my favorite videos that you've ever
Oh,
put out before, ever.
damn. Thank you, man. Yeah, as I was editing it, I was like, my default is to like edit so fast. Like I would normally cut that down to like be like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
but I was like things are changing, like I'm trying new things now. Maybe I'll just leave it longer, and like I enjoy listening to podcasts and like longer fleshed out things. And dude, Emma Chamberlain in her podcast, she repeats herself so much. So I'm like, why do I need to? And I don't mind it when I'm listening. I'm like, it's like just how people talk. So I'm like, why am I editing all this stuff so quickly? So I just left a lot of it in.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And honestly, lately I've had the idea to make longer videos on the second channel for multiple reasons. One, because I can just kind of let that stream of consciousness kind of conversation happen. Two, I mean, if you want to think about it in like the work sense, like watch time, it's an
Mm-hmm.
easier way to get watch time. But I can also then just really dive into stuff that I want to talk about, and I don't know. It just feels good to put that for some reason. Like it feels very free to have like a long standing video.
I agree, and it's less draining on the editing process.
Yeah, I will say though, the video I filmed yesterday, I fucked up so many times. So
Mm.
it's going to be one of those annoying talking videos where you kind of you go like, all right, so here it's fuck. Okay, here we go. All right, so
Mm.
fuck. All right, so, so it's really annoying, but it
Well,
feels
yeah,
good. And I also will say I've been editing a skateboarding video today for the skate channel.
nice.
And I finally just felt like editing it. You know what I mean? It's a street vlog that I filmed when I was in Florida with Derek. It's just like a day of street skating, and I've been having an absolute blast just editing through it today. I'm at 5 minutes already. It's almost done, and like it just feels good because usually I would edit like when I was making these videos, and I'd be like, "Fuck, all right, now I gotta finish it, and then I gotta wait till Friday to post it." But now I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna finish this video today. I might as well just upload it tomorrow morning, like when I wake up, like
Yeah,
you know what I mean?"
yeah,
And and I'm like, "Cool, I got a skate video up
yeah,
for the
dude.
skate channel."
We made so many rules for ourselves for some reason.
I know, and it's also arbitrary. It was like nothing really for one had to be that serious, and why was like who made these rules?
Well, I had an insightful conversation with Ryan today about my YouTube journey, and it was that like what was different back then was that there was, at least I was having external validators of success. Like my videos were doing well, so then that validated what I was doing. So
Hmm.
I didn't need to be creatively fulfilled. But as YouTube is changing and the audience is changing, and the external validators of success are decreasing, now suddenly I feel a void. So now I want to just uh, follow my creative instinct.
Yeah.
But with those views and numbers and income, it can outweigh the need to be creatively truthful to yourself, you know?
Yeah, dude, I feel that heavy because that's literally the exact same thing that I was doing back then or how I was feeling back then. It's like I was getting all these new subscribers. I moved to New York with like 500 subscribers. I left with like 13,000. So in that time everything was going so well. I was gaining all these subscribers like 1,000 to 1,000, and my videos were doing better than they ever had. And so I was like, dude, I remember saying, and like this feels bad to say, or that I even had this thought, but I remember saying like who the fuck cares? Like the people are gonna they're gonna love whatever the fuck I make. So
Hmm.
like I don't have to try that hard. So that's why I got into the routine of like, all right, I'll go skate and film I'll go skate and film a session, and then I'll come home and talk about some bullshit topic, or I'll talk about the topic at skate park, cut it through, edit it, whatever. They're gonna eat it up, and it's gonna do well, and it's gonna add revenue and whatever brand if there was a brand deal, and yeah, so I that makes total sense. Like there wasn't the need to be creatively fulfilled because there was something we were gaining from each video that was
Yes.
filling that void, or not void, but just that like what we needed was just being taken up by that
Yeah.
validation you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
But
now
now,
it's like fuck, shit's changing.
yeah, the validation is diminishing by the day. So like we need to, it's actually it's kind of like the universe at play because it's like, okay, now we're compelled to ask ourselves, what do we actually want to work on, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's funny. Well, not funny, but like for example, like that shit was happening and we didn't care about being creatively fulfilled, yet we still thought what we were doing was we were still fulfilling the creative outlet without even really being creative.
I think that's the thing is it gets that's why I keep saying this external validator of success because it's so powerful that you don't know what's happening inside. Like I think when you're like really succeeding conventionally, um, you don't need to question what it is you really want to make. I don't know because it's just
Yeah,
such
I
a
guess.
it like it had like I was fulfilled. Like I didn't feel this creative void that I do now. Um,
Yeah, it's really weird because like now that things are changing and like now we want to be more creative, does that mean we were like, I mean, yeah, like we were fulfilled, but does that mean that we were like robots? Like like not really thinking and just like being so like formulaic?
I don't know because it may have just been a part of the process for us and
Hmm.
now it's brought us to this place where we see the whole we have the bird's eye view. Like we
Yeah.
see that we've been following this algorithm and
Yeah.
the trends and now we see that now we look at us here where the trends and the algorithm is not it's not lining up anymore, so it's like we needed that experience to get here where now we get to
Yeah.
question within what we really want to make. And it's cool, dude. Like we're both throwing a lot of darts out there, like
Yeah. That's true.
podcasts, like different videos in the second channel. Like now we're actually finally like flexing our artistic curiosities, and I
Yeah.
know it's gonna lead to something.
Oh, for sure, dude. I mean, something's gonna stick. And this reminds me about there's this there's this there's this kind of therapy called ACT therapy. I don't know if have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
So ACT therapy, it's really big like with people like who suffer from anxiety disorders, or honestly, it could help anybody with whatever psychological diagnosis you might have. But anyway, it's action and commitment therapy. So basically, what it is, it's about like you do something, you obviously you commit to it, but the basis of it is in the center. It's like this diagram. In the center of it, it says PF, and it's about being psychologically flexible, and
Mm.
it's about not being so rigid in the way you do things, and not getting stuck in certain patterns. And so like one of the things is like having all or nothing thinking. Uh, and so that kind of the reason I bring that up is because back then it like I wasn't thinking about this. I can only think about it now in retrospect, but it felt like in our brains it was like we were so all or nothing. We were like, if we got to do it this way because this is the way it works, and it's tried and it's proven, and like I don't want to go this way because I'm a little scared about what's going to happen if I veer off. And then now we're being so psychologically flexible with the things that we're doing that it's opening doors for us. While they might be, very, very small doors, it's opening up like a whole nother way of doing
Mm,
all of this. And that's where you break down that all or nothing kind of black and white thinking, and you're able to like, I don't know, like you're able to be, I get, for lack of a better word, successful in any area that you want to go in. In terms of
mm,
like therapy, like it has a lot to do with like being able to be okay in like certain situations where you're like, no, I'm only okay if I'm doing this. But it's just about being open and, being mindful, and just being able to do everything like in a more flexible way. That
mm.
was like a long-winded way of saying that, but I think you kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do. I think of how the fact that of like the YouTube skater landscape changing, like initially was a very fearful thing, and I was, because I was rigid in what I thought I needed to do for work. Um, but now I'm thinking about it like it has actually opened up like a portal to a different life, which is very exciting, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. I mean, even just like that video that I watched of yours last night, or yeah, last night, the meditation one, like I mean, I loved it, like I said. And I think one of the reasons I loved it so much is just because that's something that would have never seen the light of day
That's true. Right.
if we wouldn't be doing this. And I'm taking a look at your second channel right now, and just these videos, like I don't know why these videos do something to me, like in my heart, even just looking at them, because of
Mm,
like the thumbnails, the titles. The Why I'll Never Go Back to Physical Books was such an awesome video to me also.
thank you, man.
And the weekly reset routine. I don't know why these videos are just so meaningful, and I obviously, like, yeah, I'm your friend and we're kind of going through this together, but I'm still looking at it from like a viewer's perspective because I still am a viewer of yours. And if I saw that you posted a video to the skate channel and it was like skating, I don't fucking know, like some fucking like truck review video or something, I'd be like, I would watch it obviously because I support you, but I would be way less stoked
Right.
to watch that than I am to, dude. When I saw that you posted that, I immediately added it to watch later, so that I could watch it when I had a moment, and
Mm,
I was like, oh, this is fucking sick. Like I can't wait to watch this.
mm. Well, damn, dude, you're first of all warming my heart, and second of all, yeah, like really making me. I'm looking at my second channel now too, and it's like, it's funny. Like if the skate channel kept succeeding, maybe I never would have gotten to, really share this side of myself. But so
Yeah,
it's very important to, and it's a very stoic idea too, to like when you experience a misfortune, like it very well may not be a misfortune. It may be leading
yeah,
to the right thing,
yeah, dude, for sure. And I'm looking at my second channel right now, and while I haven't really been able to dive into everything I want to, even just seeing like the videos that I put up there, like it makes me feel good that this is something that is a little bit more real in my heart. It's more meaningful, and it's just completely different than the skateboarding channel. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
yeah,
It just like it feels good. And I
yeah.
think,
Because
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because we're finally listening to something within that I think we have been suppressing unconsciously for a while.
Yeah, and that's what feels good. I think it's, I mean, the content is great, and it feels good to upload that content, but I think what's really going on within is the fact that we are breaking free and letting go, and uh, just allowing ourselves to do whatever it is that we want to do, and that's giving us a sense of, I don't know, freedom. It just feels good to be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
I agree. And a crazy thing about it is we we have these conversations so intensely, and sometimes like it can feel like it's just us going through this. But then we were talking about recently how like most of the skate YouTubers we know have made a video about the
Yeah.
fact that things are changing. So it's kind of interesting, like this intense thing we feel like we're going through very personally, I think is actually more universal, which is
Yeah.
just wild. And it's interesting to hear everyone's perspective. Like I really liked hearing John's recent video about it.
Yeah. I like that
Um,
video. Is it also? I left a comment on it about. I told him that you and I have been hitting this topic lately on our podcast, and that if he ever wants to join, we'd be more than happy to have him.
oh yeah, I would love to have John on the pod.
Yo, we could clickbait it like, we got John Hill on our pod.
Except I think clickbait is done. I think
It might
clickbait is
be.
trending out, at least in the skate world. And Gifted Hater taught me that.
You
But
know, yeah, I mean clickbait for sure, but I mean like thumbnails are still everything.
well, actually, John had a really insightful point about this, and it was that he called it the YouTube meta, and I think he was
Hmm.
referencing someone else, but it's not that clickbait is out; it's that the YouTube meta, or what is in on YouTube, is different now,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
the real career YouTubers need to always be thinking about that.
Yeah. Dude, you know what? In my skate video that I'm editing right now, like we got kicked out of the first spot, and it was honestly like the nicest kick out ever. And I even was like, "Hey, can we like chill for 2 seconds, like while we catch our breath?" And the lady was like, "Yeah, but should I title it like skaters versus security, cops called, guns drawn?"
I mean, that would be the obvious decision a year ago. I think
Yeah, for
now,
sure.
it depends. It's
Yeah,
all
no, I know.
it's all so interesting. I mean, I haven't begun editing the Florida video yet, but I'm excited to.
Yeah,
And
dude, I can't wait to edit that one.
like I think I'm going to just make the thumbnail like maybe one of the film photos, and I think the title's
Oh,
just going to be Florida.
oh, that's interesting. It's
Yeah.
very like it feels so intense, dude. Florida.
No, but I yeah, or
No, I
just
feel
like
you though. I understand what you're doing, and like the like what you're going for. Like I get it, and I like it.
I did it in Philly and Boston. On
Philly
my,
trip, Boston
yeah,
trip.
yeah, I made those like low key vlogs that I thought didn't belong on my skate channel, and I put them on my second channel, and I called them Philly and Boston, I think.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I wish we could go back and you could upload that to the main channel.
Me too. I bet it would have popped off.
I know, dude.
But I
And
was
dude,
like,
those videos, I remember when you upload those videos, um, like they I felt about those videos how I feel about your meditation video right now. Like they were some of my favorite videos ever on your channel, on that second channel.
yeah, because something happens when you just make what you want,
Yeah, for
instead of
sure.
creating content.
Yeah, it's interesting because like when and I've told you this before, like when you've uploaded certain videos, like I'll be like, oh, dude, like I love that video. Like the week in Texas video, I love that video.
Mm.
The Copenhagen video, I love it. Even like your goodbye video to me, like I really enjoy
Oh
it. And then
yeah,
you like notice how I'm skipping over. Let's talk about Ace Trucks, the benefits of
right.
street skating. While like they were not bad videos, like they're good videos. It's all those videos that like have that vibe that are like the best ones.
It's something interesting happened at McCarran the other day. Like there's a lot of skate kids who still see the me that was on the internet on that skate channel, and like this kid was like, he was like, yo, dude, like, are you gonna review those New Balances that you're wearing? And I was like, I had a choice there to like kind of like go along with the hype, but I just had to be like I was very honest, and I don't think like we didn't really have a conversation because it was a young kid, but I don't think so. Like I'm not really like I don't really do the shoe reviews anymore, and he was like, oh, why? And I was like, it's not interesting to me, and that was
Yeah.
kind of it, but it was an interesting sensation, you know, like
Yeah. No, I feel you,
yeah.
dude. I get comments on old videos. Like I have some old videos that like are the best performing ones on my channel, and they do happen to be those like really like specific skate topic videos, and I still get comments to this day like, "Oh, can you talk about like this one, like like certain things like there I have like same thing, shoe review videos and like skateboard size videos, and people will ask me to like say more shit about it, and it's just like, dude, that sounds fucking like horrific
Yeah.
to do. I would never want to do that. Like I'm glad that those videos are there and they live there, and they serve their purpose, but like I don't think ever again. Well, I don't want to say that, but for right now, that is not where I'm going. It's not what
Dude,
I'm gonna do.
do you remember recently I got the Lurpiv trucks, and I
Oh
texted you.
yeah.
I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna like film a video of these, and I actually filmed an unboxing. I brought my camera to the skate park, and then I was just washed over with like how idiotic it would be to film that video.
I remember, and I remember you wanted to you wanted to hire someone to film the video. So I wonder what would have happened if you would have gotten somebody to film the video. Like you would have filmed it, but I wonder what you would have done after that. You like sitting with that footage.
I
A
mean, I
video
would
could
have.
have emerged from it, but like I know that you would have been like, fuck, I don't feel it, you know?
It would have been another video I didn't care about, and the purpose of wanting to hire a filmer was that so I didn't even have to be involved in the video. Like I wanted to just skate
I feel
and
you.
have somebody point the camera.
So interesting that we're talking about it in that sense, like the work sense. What are your thoughts on what John said in his video about like, oh, like I wanted to do the art stuff, but then I was like, I realized, oh shit, like I have a job and my job is skate videos. Like, do you feel that you have to think that way also and be like, well, fuck, like that's my job and that's what I got to do? Or are you still in the mindset that you are okay with just getting any job at this point and just
Yeah.
working and being able to do whatever you want?
Yeah, I was really thinking about that as well when I was watching John's video, and I think like with no judgment to his perspective at all, it's just a different way to do it. I actually think that was my perspective for a while. I was like
Hmm.
kind of burning out, but I was like, dude, when I set my 2022 resolutions, I was like, okay, heavy algorithm topics once a week on the skate channel and on the second channel. I was like, this is my job. I'm gonna grind, build these two channels, and reassess next year.
Hmm.
But things slowly changed, and like now I think that this is more of a spiritual journey. It's not a
Hmm.
career journey. And I think it also came up in my conversation with Ryan today where we talked about like those external validators that like there's something that happens when you want to create and you want to be an artist when your finances are tied to it. Like there's a pressure to make sure you hit those finances.
Yeah,
um,
for sure.
and that can be very inhibitive, and it's the ideal scenario is that is that there's synchronicity and your
Oh
creativity
shit, this
lines
thing
up,
just
you
froze on
know.
my part. I don't know if
Can you hear me? You're frozen.
yeah, it just froze on my part too. I think the whole system kind of just glitched.
Okay, well, anyways, the ideal is that you find synchronicity and what you want to create lines up financially, but when it doesn't, you know, you have to make a decision. And it was also interesting to hear John say that, like, you know, he's turning 30, he's thinking about property, like really, you know, moving on with his life in that way. And it's like I'm just about to turn 25. I think we're in different life places. Like,
Yeah.
I have 5 years. Like, I could completely restart. Like, with a
Yeah.
spiritual priority, like, I want to find out what I really want to create. I don't want to look at YouTube as my job right now, you know?
And you're really on board with like, I know you've done this already, but like just going online and looking up jobs on Indeed, and if something feels right, you'll just be like, fuck it, I want to work there, and just get
I
like a
think,
fucking part-time or full-time job.
yeah, I think so. I think I want the financial pressure off. Um, and actually, I was telling you about this. I just completed a branded TikTok
Hmm.
that is not being posted on my channel. So I was able to like pretend I was a user of this company and just make a creative TikTok for the brand to use. And I got $500 for it.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
that's sick, dude.
if it was posted to my page, I wouldn't make much more than that anyway. So I'm like, oh shit, and I'm gonna forward you to them. I haven't done it yet, but
Forward me to them, or
yeah,
them
because
me
it's
their
like
email.
I'm gonna just put you in touch. I'm gonna CC you because like it's a network that like finds brands who needs
Mm.
TikToks and then they find people to make them.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, dude, for sure.
So things
Send my
like
shit
that,
over.
like dude, if I could do a few of those a month, then I don't need to get another job. I'm open to anything, but like that's work. It's creative work, but it's not over consuming, draining creative work. Like I'm still gonna be able to create the things I want in addition to, few branded TikToks a week. That's easy.
Yeah, no, for sure. I actually, dude, I have a TikTok brand deal that I have to do. And I, dude, they paid me yesterday, and I haven't even done it.
That's fire.
So I'm like, dude, I will say I had the very unethical thought of, should I just not even do it? Since, dude, the money's literally in my PayPal account right now. You can't take the money out of PayPal. What the fuck? Like, I have nothing that I didn't sign. I didn't sign anything like that said I was going to do it.
They really trust you then.
So, and this is a big company, like a real company.
Oh, really?
It's not a huge company, but it's the I'll just say it. There's not like an NDA or anything. It's the fucking that wallet.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I got the brand deal through the TikTok creator marketplace or whatever, and like
Mm-hmm.
the fucking money's already there, and I got a TikTok marketplace notification for another partnership with them. So, bro, I just keep signing up. They keep paying me, and I'll never do it. But like that's fucked up. So I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Film just like a super quick video, and then post it, and then send to them. And then today I'm gonna accept after this actually because I have like only a few hours left to accept it. I'm gonna accept that one, and then basically I feel what you're saying. It's like, dude, like yeah, I do want to get like a job to like have something to do and like and because I need one. But dude, I mean, five of those, that one's just $200, but still,
It's not bad.
five of those a month is $1,000. I'm already getting in between 500 and a little over $1,000 per month on Instagram Reels. Dude, I mean, yeah, it's not a shit ton of money. Like, I don't want to live my life on like a couple grand a month for the rest of my life. But like right now, as like a young guy that I don't really have an absurd amount of expenses, dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, that's fire.
Like that's so easy. And if and getting like a couple $500 ones a month on top of what's already getting made on the reels bonus,
Yeah.
on top of like just all that shit put together, and then with dude, that means like you don't even have to get like a full-time job. You could literally just get like a bullshit job working part-time,
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
fun with it, like do something you like as a part-time job, and then you have the rest of the money you're making on social media, and like you're chilling, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. That's kind of the universe looking out for us because like the universe gave us the Reels initiative and whether or not we're the most passionate about it, we have a stockpile of branded content that acts as a resume for something that brands are paying for right now.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that's pretty lucky.
Yeah, I mean, and like I don't care. Like right now, like, dude, honestly, if it's, let's say for TikTok, like if I even get like a notification or an email for like a dumbass video and they're like, we'll pay you 150 bucks, 200 bucks. Dude, like I don't even care. Like I'll just do it. You know what I mean? Like
Right. Because
I
that's a
also,
job.
yeah, and like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like if it's something that I don't really care too much about, like I do want, I do be like, oh, I should make more money for that. And I used to have a much bigger ego about this. Just a year ago. I mean, you should know what you're worth. I'll put that out there for anybody who like wants to be a creator and wants to make money as a creator. You should know what you're worth. I've gotten brand deals in the past that I do not deserve, or I did not deserve that amount of money for them. But today, now that I don't give a flying fuck about social media, and like if someone wants to pay me 150 bucks or $200 for like a 15-second TikTok, dude, like fuck it. If
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like I don't give a shit anymore.
I'm on
And
the same boat.
there's this there's this like it's so weird, dude, because like in my brain it's like so many things have shifted, and it's weird to see them like when they're actually in play. Uh because I can truly say today it's not something that I fully 100% figured out, or but I can say that I no longer care about social media in the sense of like growing and making as much money as possible anymore. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Me
And that
too.
was like my biggest thing back then. And you and I would talk about it all the time, like I'd be like, George, you need to email these people better. Like how are we getting rates that are so close, and
Right.
you've got like 200,000 subscribers more than I do? Like that doesn't make it. And then it's like now it's like, dude, fuck it. Like one, get your bag, obviously, but like and get your bag in any way you can. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For real.
it doesn't
Seriously.
fucking matter, dude. And
Yeah,
I
and
I I don't know.
dude, but yeah, and then no, it's good. It's good. Regarding the brand deals, like I used to really like I used to take very seriously like the curation of my social media. Like I wanted my whole Instagram to represent me, but now I understand that it's all fake. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. And
Yeah.
so now I can spam reels and make my bag on the reels bonus, and I don't care who it annoys. And I can accept any brand deal I want because it's just bullshit, and it's very freeing to feel that way.
Oh
Um,
yeah, dude. 100%.
yeah, and like now I want to, now I can. Yeah, I think it's okay if I post to make my bag, which is largely what I'm doing on Instagram. I don't know what Instagram is anymore. I really don't.
Yeah, no, me neither, dude. I feel like
Um,
I don't know what any social media is at this point.
Me too. And so that's why I've been spamming shorts on my main channel, and I don't give a fuck. Back in the day I would be so scared to do that. And like I
Yeah.
don't care. Somebody comment today. He was like, "Dude, like chill with the shorts." I blocked him.
Really?
Yeah. I don't
Dude,
care, dude.
that is
No,
ruthless.
I didn't block him. I hid
Oh
him
yeah,
from my
yeah, yeah.
channel.
Dude, fuck it. Yeah, like fuck that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I started 5 days ago. I'm looking at my channel right now. I started posting what do you call it? Shorts. First one is about to crack 5,000 views.
Yeah, you're doing
Second
well on it.
one, second one is at 8,000 views that I posted 4 days ago, and then the one today is right now at 2 of 10 with
Dude, yeah.
only a couple hundred views, but like it should go up.
I just clicked on my YouTube homepage, and my number one recommended is your recent short.
Dude, fuck yeah, dude. Like I don't give a fuck, dude. And there was a time. Do you remember, dude? I remember we would. Dude, I
I
don't
was
have
like,
my notebook.
I was like,
I don't
oh
have my
fuck,
notebook
like,
next to me. But dude, I remember like in my notebook, I'd be like YouTube Shorts question mark, is it worth it? Like,
right.
and then we would have these meetings, and I'd be like, all right, dude, like how many YouTube Shorts a week? Like, Are we doing this? Like, how are we titling them? Like, how are we, like, what are we, captions, like, thumbnails for YouTube Shorts? Like, how do we want our channel to look? Like, how are we curating this whole thing? It has to be on brand. We need to make thumbnails. Like, spend time
Yeah.
making thumbnails for fucking YouTube Shorts.
Uh,
While I will say it does look nicer, like, we gave it so much of our mental energy,
Too much. It was
and
not
and
about the
then
work at all. It was all about the strategy.
strategy and image and validation, and then what happened when one of our shorts didn't do well? We would rethink everything and contemplate our YouTube existence and be like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? No, I
Dude, we
gotta
would be
fix the
like,
thumbnail now.
oh, fuck. It's
Yeah,
only
dude,
got
exactly.
2,000 views.
Dude, and it's like I look at my short right now and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, 200 views. Oh well, how about I post another one? Like, because I don't give a fucking shit about it.
You know,
Like,
I think in the back of my mind, I'm hoping for the Shorts Fund, the YouTube Shorts Fund.
yeah, which is
Um,
cool. Like, that's fine if you
that'd
are,
be sick. That'd be sick to get another bag just reposting TikToks.
dude. I mean, like, why not?
Yeah.
And then aside from that, like, I mean, there are ways that you can think about it in like a business perspective, that doesn't have to be unhealthy. Before, we were thinking about it in like a toxic way where we were only looking at like the superficial parts of it and not looking like at what it was doing for us, because in it was actually making us, like, I think, at least for me, it was kind of making me miserable to like
Yeah.
have to think about that all the time, and have to think of so many outcomes when it's like we can't control any outcome,
That's right.
no matter fucking what. We can try to tweak and do whatever we want to these videos, but we cannot control anything once we put it out. And it's like, now that we can let go of that, it becomes more fun and more freeing. And if you do want to think about it in the business way, it's like you can be free and think, oh, maybe this TikTok or maybe this short YouTube short will blow up. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll get 1 million views on this, and maybe it'll make some money if it does, and or maybe I'll gain 10,000 subscribers from like one fucking short.
Yeah.
And then if that happens, cool, that's great. But if it doesn't, it's also like, cool, that's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's not just cool, that's great, or like, fuck, I'm depressed.
Yeah. We were 100% thinking about the end product and 0% thinking about the process of creation, which I think means we were completely disregarding the human element of like doing something we wanted to do. We were it was very cold, but to our credit, I think we felt like we had to.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, if I look back at that time period, which was like, I mean, I say it like it was like years ago, but like, I mean, this was even just a few months ago. Um, the only thought in my head, sadly, was, I think, money.
Yeah.
I think I was only thinking about money and superficial growth, numbers. That's
Right.
all I was thinking about, was numbers. It's like, okay, I gotta do this because I gotta, like, my channel's dying. My channel's fucking dying. I need to revive my channel. I need to, like, my money's going down. I need to make more money. I need to get as many brand deals as possible. And while I wouldn't have survived in California if it wasn't for all the brand deals I got when I moved here, but it became so unhealthy to when it slowed down, I was like distraught.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like now it's like I haven't really had that many brand deals in the last few months, but like I don't think I care that much.
Right. And yeah, and it circles back to not being so narrow-minded. Like
Yeah.
if you're like for me, being open to getting money in another way takes all the pressure off of like needing that view performance and those brand emails to come in. It's like, okay, now it doesn't matter as much, you know?
Yeah. There's also something really fun about a side hustle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like John Hill mentioned it in his video that he's gonna have to work and that's his perspective. He's gonna have to work his 10-hour YouTube days for the skate
Hmm.
channel, and then he has to find the time to do the side channel hustle. And like, I mean, when I was in New York, YouTube was my side hustle because I had a full time job, and so that was great to have like an extra income aside from my full time job. But in my head, I mean, I was thinking about it in like a really unhealthy way. I was like, I need to quit my job right fucking now, and I need to make YouTube my full time job, to the point where I contemplated quitting YouTube altogether and having to find a higher paying full time job. But in terms of the side hustle, it's like right now the way that a side hustle feels in my mind sounds fun again to oh, I got to go to work. Oh fuck, and then damn, I'm gonna come home and I got 5 hours, 6 hours before I got to go to bed. Like, dude, I'm just gonna edit. Like, why the fuck not? Like, it feels fun to like want to build something. And also, I will say it feels more fun right now to put that side hustle energy into like the life channel rather than the skate channel. And when I feel like
Yes.
uploading a skate video, I will and I want to, but just it has to feel like it's the time for me. Just how today I was like, last night when I was in bed, I was like, oh, that video finally. I mean, I filmed that video almost 2 months ago, and I'm like, I think I should edit that video now.
Yeah.
It just feels
I
cool. I
feel,
was like,
yeah.
fuck it, feels
I,
fun
f-
now.
I feel so much of that. I think that's why the TikTok brand deal that I don't need to post is so exciting to me, because it gave me this budding thought of like, like what if I could turn this into a side hustle, like somehow make a little portfolio of branded TikToks, and like a little
Yeah,
website, or I don't know, find more agencies who find creators for that sort of thing.
yeah.
Little side business, baby.
I mean, dude, that sounds sick, and I hadn't even really thought about it like that. But I think I have a killer portfolio
Dude, that's
for,
why I asked you for examples, because you're really good at it. You're much better than me.
dude. I we should talk about this more later on, but
Yeah, well, all I need is you to remind me to email them.
yeah, no, I got you. But I'll do it. Remind me tomorrow at 10 a.m. to remind George. Cool, got it. But dude, I will say I really like making some of those branded TikToks. Uh, because especially when they don't have like crazy guidelines. I haven't gotten around to doing this wallet one because I truly don't know what to do. But like even just like the one that, I mean, you hired me for a TikTok
Oh yeah.
for the Aero
Exactly.
Skate Girl
That's how I know
stuff.
you're good, because I was like, I seen your brand deals and I was like, oh shit, you should make an arrow one.
Dude, and it's fun, dude. Like it's honestly like low key kind of cringe, but they're fun, dude. Like,
Dude, Gifted Hater roasted it, right?
oh yeah. I forgot about that, dude. He roasted my Aero Skate Co one.
Dude, that would be funny is if you made a TikTok, like a reaction TikTok. Just an idea.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But yeah, dude, dude, if I could have like a consistent stream of TikTok brand deals where I get to be creatively free and do whatever I want, like that would be cool. I mean, do you remember the one I did for that dating app?
Yeah, dude, it was so good.
That was one of my favorite brand deals I've ever done. Unfortunately, actually, I didn't even get to do that brand deal because they didn't accept my video because
Mm.
their guidelines were too rigid. And so they asked me to do it again, and I ghosted them. I was like, "Nah, I'm not. I don't want to." Like,
Yeah, fuck
yeah,
that.
the money would have been cool, but I was like, at that point, I was like, "Dude, I don't give a fuck. I just made this really fucking sick video. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
change it."
Those come out the best when the creator has freedom.
Exactly, but and I love that video, and like Kara's in it, and like it was just, dude, it was fun. Like it was cool to make. It was fun to make, and like that would be awesome. Like if that could
Yeah.
be my fucking my job. I mean, it kind of technically is, but like if if that could be like a longer or just more consistent thing, like that would be so sick.
Yeah, man. And like my experience, I filmed this one today, and it was like I was kind of dreading it, and I procrastinated till the end of the day. And it's like a product for high school students. So I was like pretending I was a student, and like once I finally set my phone up and like I put a backpack on and like held a bunch of notebooks, and I was like, dude, I'm so stressed out about classes, and I was like having fun, and that's so much more like there's something so draining about making a skate YouTube video that I feel like I have to make because it's like I feel like it has to like I feel like I have to like it in a way and like it has to be me. But this one it's like I don't know, it's just I guess it's just easy,
It's just like anything goes type thing. Like, especially even like, I mean, I can't tell you, I'm sure you feel this, but with the experience that I have with doing brand deals, there is something I love getting the YouTube ones, but there's something about YouTube brand deals that is just so fucking like sometimes they're just so like daunting. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's like ah, like fuck, dude, I don't want to do this shit. Like
I
I
feel
like
that.
sometimes it's just so kooky and so dumb and like I don't like saying sometimes like the sponsor of today's video is, and then you like go into it. Like I really like the TikTok format because you get to make that creative video. Like what you just
Right.
said about like putting the backpack on and like acting in a sense is more fun than like having to read like something that they give you, like their guidelines and all that.
Yeah. Also I'll
Uh,
say
Go ahead.
the worst the worst is when you need to act like you love the product and like you want to seamlessly weave it into the video. I'd prefer just reading the piece of paper, and
Yeah, in terms of that, yeah.
I hope this podcast one day gets one where dude we can just like play a little bing bing boom.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Karyuma and just read the points. Karyuma is a environmentally friendly skate
For
shoe.
podcasts, yes. For podcasts, all the way, like hell yeah. And in terms of YouTube videos, if they want a natural integration, sometimes that can be more daunting than the other, because then you have to figure out how the fuck to do that. Like,
Yeah.
do you remember we did the one for your channel with that little shitty Tony Hawk electric board and those like moon skates or whatever the fuck they were?
Yeah, that was dumb.
Like, I mean, that was fun, but like it was like that was so stupid.
It was
Um,
dumb.
to act like we were like, oh my god, dude, these are so sick.
Yeah.
I
See,
mean, yeah, get your bag, dude. Get your fucking bag if that's what you have to do. But like, dude, are you kidding me? Like that brand deal would have been so much more fun, like as a TikTok.
right. That's why on the YouTube ones I started to try to I would cut into the sponsor and it would be a minute and a
Yeah.
half and then I would cut out. So it was like, I was still very enthusiastic about the product, but dude, I love how Andrew hails. He's always sponsored by Keeps, and dude, he'll have the script on his phone. He's like, Keeps is a product for male pattern baldness.
Bro,
You know?
he straight up is like, he's like, and once again, I'd like to thank Keeps for sponsoring another video for some reason. And then he just like he goes into the ad and dude, he is like so unenthusiastic about it, and like you said, he's just like looking at it, and he like he'll I love his giggles. He's like, and then he like keeps reading it, and it's just like it's so like unauthentic, which makes it so real.
Yes,
And
yes.
and it's just like, dude, this is a fucking ad. Like,
Yeah, because then it's not like the YouTuber is like trying to sell it. It's like either the words and the product resonates with you or it doesn't. I like
yeah, I
that.
mean, dude, let me tell you, I have been an less now, but throughout my life, I've been an avid consumer of YouTube, and never have I seen a video with an ad where I'm like, oh fuck, dude, I should buy that. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that do, but never have I been like, dude, oh my god, dude, fucking George Poulos really likes the fucking this new razor. I should buy it. I mean, I'm
That's
sure there's
so
people
true.
out there that do, but I've never cared. I've never given a fuck. And to be honest, I usually skip through the ads because I
Oh,
just
me
don't
too.
care.
Now,
And go ahead.
sometimes I don't understand why brands hire me.
Yeah, no, and I've had that thought also, dude. Dude, bro, bro, bro. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tipsy off the two White Claws I've had.
Oh yeah, I'm on
Uh,
1.5.
but dude, I did a longboard brand deal like last year at some point, a few months ago, and it was like the most random fucking company. It must have been like some overseas, like those Chinese brand deals that
Yeah.
emails that we get. I got one, and they didn't even offer any payment at the beginning at all. And so I was like, dude, this is like it was from an Amazon page, and I was like, fuck it, whatever. And then I emailed them like a rate, and they were like, all right, we'll send you they literally said yes. I was like, okay, cool. They sent me a fucking longboard, a longboard I don't give a flying fuck about. I don't even have it anymore because I gave it to Kara's sister, because I feel like her and her boyfriend would probably have more fun with it than I ever will. And I made a like basically what you just said, like a minute and a half like ad break for it, and dude, they paid.
Yeah.
That like I'll say they paid.
Okay.
That was like, huh?
Should we talk about rates on the pod?
We could. I mean, dude, I think they gave me like $600,
That's fire.
which is like a lot for the brand deal rates I was getting at that point. Um, and like, why? I mean,
Right.
I've gotten brand deals of that before, and I think more than that also. But the point is like, dude, it was like the most random fucking thing in the world. They gave me $600 to talk about a bullshit fucking longboard in a video. The video flopped. Uh,
That's
I
I hate when they
guarantee you,
flop, dude.
I don't, I don't give a fuck, dude. At this point, and
I don't
dude,
anymore, but it used to bother me.
I didn't care because I knew it was like some bullshit company. Dude, I guarantee you, not a fucking single person that watched that video bought a longboard because I would have clicked out of the video as soon as the longboard ad came up.
But
Um,
maybe we're wrong and maybe people do because I've had repeat clients before.
no, I know, and so have I. You know those rings that I've worked with?
Yeah.
I've done three or four brand deals with them. I never check. They sent me like a link to check how many people click my link and buy stuff. I never checked,
I don't
but
check that stuff either.
but I've done about three or four with them, and every single time I've worked with them, the rate has increased.
Dude,
Um,
okay, so that means it is working.
Maybe I will say though, do you remember the last time I worked with them? They didn't even want to pay me because of my video flopped.
Oh yeah.
But they ended up paying me, and it was great. And I got more money than I've ever made with them before. So I don't know, dude. It's just like I will say the rings are pretty cool, and I wear them almost every single day. But like, it's also just a random bullshit company, and I wouldn't even want to name the company because I don't give a fucking shit about them.
Right. Yeah. I don't think any brands are going to be listening to this, but like yeah. I
I
remember
just
the
mean in
most.
terms of people like giving them money because I don't care about them.
Oh, I see. I see.
If
I'm
there was a
trying to.
company I cared about, I mean, I've done a couple brand deals with Kariyuma. I've never done a YouTube brand deal for Kariyuma, only TikTok.
I've done two for Karyuma.
And this
And
was before Kariyuma even made skate shoes, bro.
yeah, dude, you were the OG.
Dude, I was seriously one of the OG Kariyuma sponsors before they made skate shoes, and I skated them for my fucking video. And what the fuck did you just send me?
I just sent you a brand deal I did for an electric skateboard.
Oh, you made a dedicated video for that one, didn't you?
Yeah, dude, and that link I sent you is on their channel. They reposted my whole video,
No
and it
way,
has
dude.
90 views.
Dude, low key, that's like, do you remember the job I did for that that nonprofit at the start of quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, if you look at their videos, I had to make those videos for them. They liked me because they did the documentary on me and they liked me, but they also really liked my YouTube video, so they hired me to make like I don't remember, like 8 videos or something for them, and I made $10,000, and that's absurd to say, dude. I made if I had never started this YouTube channel, dude, I got a $10,000 brand deal.
Yeah. Maybe are we having a bit of imposter syndrome?
Yes, for sure,
Yeah,
100%.
I think
Yeah,
so.
100%, dude. Yes, and I have struggled with this before a lot, thinking about it, and I actually talked about this with Kyle a little bit because he has also felt it even through his YouTube journey, and yeah, um, but I don't know. The reason I bring it up is really just like that. I think it's funny.
It is funny.
It's like, who the fuck am I, dude?
Well, what's funny is the idea that the brands think that we like our endorsement is like extra special, you know?
Dude, yeah, but and I will say, I mean, I think in the point that I'm talking about right now, the imposter syndrome is less than what it used to be. But I really thought back then that I had this level of importance, and that I mean, yeah, obviously we all matter in like some way, but like I really thought I was like special, and like my YouTube following meant something, and I thought people would think like, oh, I'm this really like successful YouTuber and I make money, and like this is like part of my job. And I dealt with that. There was a lot of ego there, and it was very unhealthy. And now, like now, I just think it's one, it's fucking hilarious to me that I've made that much money doing bullshit, and two, and two, like two, I do think it's cool. I will say
No, dude, it's
now
awesome. Like,
now I
yeah,
will
it's
say that I don't care about the money like that anymore, and I will say to any fucking person who's listening to this fucking podcast right now, like, dude, I don't got it like that. Like,
yeah,
I
me neither,
don't.
man.
We don't got it like that. Like, there's YouTubers who make fucking bank, and I guess, I mean, yeah, we're YouTubers and like whatever you want to call it, content creators, and we make money doing it, but we do not got it like that.
I no.
And sometimes we struggle. So
I
don't
think I was
ever
get
go ahead.
I think I was getting there, dude. I was
Yeah, you
doing
were.
really well. I was doing well.
You were, and that's the problem with this thing. Is like it's
It's unpromised. It's not.
yeah.
There's no
But
promise.
the point is that if you're watching us and you think we're these fucking like successful creators who've got it made and we make all this fucking money, like no, dude, no way. Like we're still
Yeah.
figuring everything out day by day. Sometimes we get money from companies that want to work with us, and we don't understand why the fuck that happens. Uh,
It's so true though.
but like it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not sorry for that. Like it's cool, and it'll forever be cool that like some companies want to make want to work with us and give us money. And I saw, you know, your obviously, you know, but your friend Iris
Oh, dude,
Olympia,
Iris is killing it.
she's doing well, and I'm subscribed to her channel, and I watch I mean, what are her pronouns? I don't want to butcher it.
Here, let me mark this. I think.
I want to say that she
Let me
is
check Instagram.
she, her, they, them.
I think you're right, but let me just check. And
You don't even have to edit this out because honestly, like it's good that we're even taking the time
that's true.
to
But
to want
sometimes
to have it right.
with people I know, I feel like I'm supposed to know, you know. Yeah, she is good. She he they on Instagram actually.
Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, cool,
So they all work.
cool. So with her, I watched a video the other day that I loved, by the way, and I don't know her personally, and I watched the video where it's literally just a like her nighttime routine or something,
Mhm.
and I watched the whole fucking video, and in the video I think she had, it was like there was a brand deal in it, and she talked about it, and she even mentioned the term imposter syndrome,
Oh.
and she said the exact same thing. She's like something along, I don't really remember, something along the lines of like for some reason companies want to work with me, and like that's super cool. And then she like talked about it, and I liked her awareness of it, and it really resonated with me because I mean, I don't know if it resonated with me, but it struck something in me that was like, wow, like when I was starting to get brand deals, like I never was so authentic about it. I was just more so like, yo, this is fucking cool and I'm making money.
Yeah.
And now I see it in the sense, I mean, she's very humble, which is good. And I've been humbled now, and I am humble, more humble now about it. But I just think that the entire creator space is it's full of ads and brand deals and all this shit, and there's an absurd amount of people that are like they ride the wave of being this cool social media content creator. And I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent, but
Until it all comes crashing down,
yeah, for real. I mean,
and then you make a podcast.
and then, dude, I mean, it's so funny because making a podcast could either be like it's like the move you make because like it's time, or it's like fuck, I'm failing, so I think I should just make a podcast.
That's funny. It's
I
funny
saw.
you bring up.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's just funny you bring up Iris because I actually, you guys at a point in my life were very similar in my head because
Huh,
I met Iris when I was like a junior and
Mm-hmm.
she was a freshman
Yeah.
and she was like a new YouTube creator and like but like I saw it, like I was like, I know this person has it, you know, and
Yeah.
and I thought the same about you. So then
Mm-hmm.
I like latched on to both of you guys and like gave all the advice I could because I just like, I don't know, there was like I saw the thing, whatever it was that like
Yeah.
YouTubers had, you know.
Yeah. It's interesting that you bring that up because I also now I actually talked about this with Derek and Kyle the other day. I also see that. And I don't want to name any names, but I know some people who are trying to do YouTube, and then I know some people who, well, okay, I know people who are trying to do YouTube that are my friends, and I know the ones I can tell the ones who unfortunately maybe will not make it, and I can see the ones who are like, oh, they've got something,
Right.
like they have that thing, and while I still think anybody could figure out a way to make it, like you just know. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe for me what it is some people are still, they're just like putting out their feelers onto YouTube,
mhm.
but some people are like, they're like, oh, I love doing this, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
for
think it's
sure.
that inner thing. Like when I sense that in someone, I'm like, oh, okay. But now it's all different. Like now I don't know. I used to know how to succeed on YouTube, and now I don't
Yeah.
know.
I still think that maybe it might be the same. Certain aspects of it might be the same. It's no secret that consistency works.
Yep.
Like if you want to get recognized by at least the algorithm on YouTube, like you have to be consistent. You can't post like once every 4 months or once a year. You know what I mean? Like you have to be semi consistent. And obviously titles and like stuff like that matter. Um,
It's
but
hard though.
there's Go ahead.
It's just hard because yes, you have to be consistent if you want to be a YouTuber, but
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
now
Exactly.
I see that as so narrow, and I do see channels that will post like a few times. This is the recent example. I was watching this creator named Savannah Brown.
Hmm.
Her last video she posted was in June 2021, and I love it.
So I'm
It's
gonna
such
I'm
a
gonna write this down.
it's such a great video, and it actually talks about these sorts of things that we often talk about, like what makes good art. Like is it how many people you reach? Is it like, I don't know, whatever. Is it how it
What's
makes
what
them
video is
feel?
it?
It's called I Could Write My Magnum Opus, or I Could Simply Go to Bed. It's like
Oh, it's her last
she's
video. Yeah, yeah.
very quirky, but so like this creator in my mind, like that video, I loved it so much that I remember this person, and I've actually come back to this video a few times. Um,
Huh.
but there's virtually no consistency, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like
Well, dude,
it's
I mean,
hard.
that's really similar. I mean, I think. I don't know how often Andrew Hales uploads. I'm not sure what his schedule is. Does he have one?
I don't think so. It seems random, but it's kind of consistent. Like, I
It,
don't
it
think
is
more
it
than a
is
month.
fairly, yeah, no, it's fairly consistent, but I really, so the person you're mentioning right now, I do see what you're saying. 8 months ago was the last video, and before that it was 2 years.
Hmm.
And then so Andrew Hales is more consistent, but I really love that very random aspect of it. Like I'll go on YouTube and I'll see like, oh shit, Andrew Hales just uploaded a
Yeah.
video, and I want to watch it right away, like because I love it. And if I can't, I'll be like, okay, watch later for sure.
Yeah.
Um, there's just something about it that makes me want to watch. Obviously, like for him, it's because it's so real, and so like raw. But I don't know. Maybe it works for creators who are like very well established, or at least have been at some point.
It's hard. And it relates to that video we were just talking about. It's called The Problem with the Internet That No One Is Talking About by Struthless.
Oh, dude, that video fucking rocked my world.
Yeah, it's very much like related to all these conversations, but he was like saying something about how like there's the need to produce content so regularly has removed a lot of the depth of the content. So like Savannah Brown, for example, last post was 8 months ago. That's a lot of time. Like I think she's a writer primarily. That's from
Mm.
what I understand. So it's like maybe those are the YouTube videos are not her main creations, but with that amount of time, like you can put a lot of depth into one video. Whereas if
Yeah.
you're prioritizing consistency, you have to sacrifice depth.
Oh, dude, 100%. Like when I first moved to Long Beach, there was a time period where I was like, "Fuck, I need to upload." So I uploaded a couple videos, and one of them I'm looking at right here is it's called Five Things Every Skateboarder Needs. It's about 40 or so views, shy of 1,000 views, so it didn't really do that well. But better obviously than how my videos do now. But that video, I remember I was sitting on the couch and I was like, "Fuck, dude! Like I haven't uploaded anything in a while," and I was like, "Oh, how about I just do five things every skateboarder needs," which is literally like a repeat of like an old two old videos I've made, which is like what's in my skate bag. So it's like very similar, pretty much the same shit. And I set up the tripod, sat down in front of the camera, talked for like 20 minutes, edited the video down to like 9 or 10 minutes, and then uploaded it right away. And then I was like, all right, great, I got a video done. And there was no depth in that video whatsoever. The video is very basic, pretty dumb. Uploaded it, people watched it, and that was that. And there's nothing about it that no one in this world probably remembers.
The interesting thing is though, sometimes you'll do that and it'll fucking blow up.
Yes, and that's true too. But how like in that video that we watched that you sent me, the content one, he made a really good point where he says like how many fucking TikToks have you scrolled through that you actually remember? You know,
It's
and
so true.
I mean the majority of TikToks, if not all of the ones that are on my For You page are all viral. They're all videos that do have done very, very well. Every so often you get that random one that has like 7 likes. Um, but they're all videos that do super fucking well. And I don't think I could tell you about any of them. You
You
know,
know what's
there's that
interesting?
random one that it's like I want to send to somebody, but I don't remember anything.
I get a lot of TikToks from small creators, and they're good. They're like little snippets of life or mindsets
Interesting.
or just what they're thinking about. But and I used to think this was so special. I was like getting little windows into people's lives, but now I am starting to feel like the whole experience is just this TikTok thing. And dude, I'll follow so many people because like I really like that one little thing I saw. But
Yeah.
then I, never again know who they are.
Yeah, I follow accounts and then I end up just unfollowing eventually because it's like there was one thing I liked and then it just kind of didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. Um, I think at this point, I've gone through so many different TikTok stages. and I've gone through like I mean, yeah, when I first downloaded TikTok, the only things I saw was like girls dancing, which, okay, great. Eventually that got old. It started changing to like skate talk, and then I've gone through relationship talk, dating talk. I've gone through uh, philosophy talk, which is great. I love all that stuff. Well, the philosophy stuff, like when it starts to get more real. And I do like relationship talk. Now my TikTok is like just the most random shit ever, and I use it mostly as an entertainment. It's like I'm watching TV,
Right.
um, and and I feel like I get nothing from it.
You know, as a creator on TikTok, I'm starting to feel like I'm losing the motivation to post, and I think it's because this like perspective that social media is just bullshit.
Yeah.
And now it's like, dude, I like okay, I like making some TikToks and like I'm having a lot of fun on my second TikTok and I love that. But
Yeah, I see
on my
that.
main TikTok, it's like, dude, I think I need some monetary incentive or else I don't know why I'm making these things, you know?
Well, I mean, but you've been posting. I mean, you the other day you posted like three or four.
I have. You'll actually probably think this is interesting. Like for the past week, first thing I do when I wake up is I spend a couple hours. I'll like throw something up on Reels for the bonus. I'll actually now I'm like I've made a bunch of Reels exclusive, and now I'm putting a Reel on TikTok. I'm putting what like one of those on YouTube Shorts. And then I have some fun and I make something for my second TikTok. That's like what I'm doing every morning for a couple
Hmm,
hours, which has been really interesting.
that is interesting. Um, so in terms of you bring up the second TikTok, and for me, I have my second TikTok, and I've uploaded one video, and it's pretty similar to the things that you upload because I really had no idea what to upload. And dude, I was having this thought today that that TikTok ruined my part of my creative eye because I cannot think about making a TikTok that is not skating related.
Mm.
It doesn't have to be skateboarding. Doesn't have to be skateboarding in it, but I don't know how to make a TikTok that doesn't involve like skate life. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like those brand deals and stuff that all are about skating. I don't know. I do not know how to fucking make a TikTok otherwise.
it's interesting to explore like why do you feel like you need to make TikToks at all?
I guess I don't.
I don't think so.
Um,
I don't know why I'm making the second ones, dude. I have no idea.
dude, yeah, but they're meaningful, because they're
I think it's the darts. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
dude, what I really want to do? I have about
What?
16 or so drafts on my main TikTok that is literally just me using filters. Like I go through my For You page, I see people using filters, I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I want to try it. And then I
Mhm.
try it, and then it's funny, and then I just put it in my drafts, and then it just stays there forever. Um, I just Is that dumb? Like, I kind of just want to post me using funny filters on TikTok,
Dude, post them, bro.
but I think
I
I should post them on the second one.
I I know nothing about TikTok,
I
but
feel you.
I do get a great feeling about when it's fun. I think when it's fun, that's probably a good sign. If
Yeah,
anything, because we're adults who need to play and have fun and express, and that's one way to accomplish it is on TikTok. You know, just having fun.
that's true. And I've been having fun just doing shit lately. Like I told you, I started drawing, and like, dude, that's been so fun. And like now I've been setting aside time at night to just doodle,
Mm,
and that's it's aiding my need or desire to wind down and not look at my phone.
hell
So
yeah,
like I'll journal a little bit, doodle, and then I'll lay in bed and like read, and then I'll go to bed.
that's sick.
And I mean, they're not good by any means, but I am just that part of my brain is working.
Good. I love
Nobody
that.
is gonna see it other than like the photo I sent you.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Which we'll put on the screen for everybody to see. Just
right here. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's just this idea. Like what we were talking about at the beginning is like this freedom to just do whatever feels so
yes.
fucking good.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
feels
and that's
so good.
yes. It's necessary. It's essential, and that's for me. That's been coming out in the film photos. It's been less often, but still writing a lot, and yeah, it's very important. Making bullshit ass TikToks that are fun.
Yeah. Dude, I went on a walk earlier and I stumbled across some chalk drawings on the floor
Mm-hmm.
and I took a photo of it because it made me so happy. Like it was like the most random shit ever, but these chalk draw it was like a St. Patrick's Day chalk drawing that some kids made of like a leprechaun or something and like a rainbow. And you could tell it was like kids who made it and but I don't know why it made me so happy. I walked past it. I was like, wait. I walked back and then I snapped the photo. You know that like when
Good.
you walk back and you're like, I want to take a second, and it really fulfilled me because it I guess there's this thing that adults need where you revert back to like this childlike thing.
Yeah.
And not to get into this subject, but something like tripping on mushrooms is one of the reasons why I love it so much because I get to. I mean, that sounds like I do it every day. Haven't done that in like a year, but but what are you doing,
I kind of want to take a hit of the Reggie Bush.
bro? Go for it.
Is that allowed on the pod?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But there you go. I mean, like that kind of thing. I like it because it gets me thinking and feeling like a kid. Because as an adult, you get stuck in these very adult mindsets and these responsibilities and things that you have to do. Um, and so, like, dude, it made me want to go buy chalk and
Hmm.
just and do some chalk drawings. Like ask Kara if she wants to do some chalk drawings out front and just do it. I don't know.
That's
It made me feel good and like that's what I mean with like the drawing in my journal, the writing, like not taking this art stuff too seriously, the creating on YouTube, TikTok, all that stuff. It's just I don't like when these things get too serious and that's when the fun gets, dragged out of them.
that's beautiful. You're really gonna love the artist's way. I'm telling you. And also, when you said you saw the chalk drawing and like something happened within you, and then you walked past it, but then you walked back. That happens to me a lot. Like, particularly when I go on a lot of photo walks now, and
Mm,
I'll be like looking around, like walking slowly, and it's funny what happens when I'm walking with a camera is like suddenly, like with no explanation, like I just want to take a photo of something.
yeah.
But a lot of the times I'm like, and it's the same with like battling like vlogging and public anxiety. I'm like, oh, like it's gonna look weird if I stop right here and take my camera out. And dude, sometimes I'll walk past it and I won't go back. But then sometimes I'll start walking past it and I'm like, no, like I need to just listen to that. I go, I stand right there, I take the photo, nobody ever gives a shit.
Yeah.
Um it's nice to listen to those
I feel it.
sensations.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, dude, like look at this. I don't know if it'll focus, but no, I don't think it'll work.
Bro, that's sick.
Maybe if I put the oh, we're
Oh
getting
yeah, yeah,
close.
yeah. Yeah, I see it. Little top hat man with a walking stick.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's probably not gonna focus any better than that. It's super washed out, but like, yeah, it's like a. I mean, I don't know how like PC a leprechaun is, but uh, like no, it's
I
cool. I
think it's
mean,
fine, right?
you could I don't know. You could tell it's you could tell it's like some kids drew it like but like what you just said, the most important thing of that whole thing was that I saw it, I liked it, I walked past it, and I was walking my dog, and I was like, wait, I want to go back. I want to go back and look at it, and then I want to take a photo of it, and like in my head, I was like, like I want to post this on my Instagram story. Like I didn't, and I probably will at some point, but like the point is like it really looked cool, and like I liked it, and it did something in my heart. It did
Yeah.
something in my heart, George,
I think
right here.
Oh, Arrow Skate Co., which actually, dude, it actually has products again right now. And dude,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
working on a new drop. I just went into full out plug mode.
Yeah, for real.
But
Guys, if you're listening to this and you're still here, make sure you check out
there
arrowskateco.com.
there is a new drop spring summer, and I think you're really gonna like it. It's got like a spiritual inspiration. Anyways, I think what we're talking about here is, how do I frame it? I think it's this. I don't know. It's like we all. I'm guessing we all feel these things, these like childhood swellings that just happen when you're out and about, and it's like it's a desire to take a picture of something, or to draw something, or to write something down, or maybe to try, like you walk by a cafe and like it catches your eye, like it looks mad cute, but like but then sometimes when that happens, like you feel the need to keep going past it. Like
Yeah.
I would
No,
say,
for
like,
sure, dude.
when you listen to that, like it's gonna feel so good.
Dude, I mean, even that you say that, I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but yesterday I passed by this it's this Asian spot. It's called Enjoy Vegetarian, and I like took a couple. I never walked this way, and I walked past it, and it looked cool, and like the name caught my eye, and so I looked, obviously because I'm vegan, but the name caught my eye. I looked at the menu. I took some photos of the menu, and it's like now I can't wait to go there.
Yeah.
uh, it caught my eye. It looked cool, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is sick." And I wanted to take a photo of it, and I was like, "It looks cool." I don't know. This is so sick that I walked past this. I saw it. I liked it, and like now it exists in my brain somewhere.
Huh. I think I'm almost feeling like, I think the weed I just hit is triggering some. It's like connecting different parts of my brain, but like I think this is like it's an important, it's like a spiritual uh thing that we're describing. And I want to tell you something, and I'm curious if it's going to resonate. So like the Florida trip, right? And experiences
Mm-hmm.
like that desire that bubbles up to like capture that moment is so frequent, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're just having such a beautiful time.
Oh
So it's
yeah,
like,
for sure.
so is it experiencing beauty that makes us want to, I don't know, take a photo, or do that, or I don't know. I'm trying to connect, like it feels
I think
related.
there's yeah, no, for sure. There's an aspect of the beauty of it, and there's this, like we talked about in the last podcast, when it comes to like when we pick up leaves and stuff like that. There's like this, some people, I think everybody has this, but some people more so have this innate desire to capture a moment, uh, whether it be like a physical object like a leaf, or something more, I don't know, like metaphysical. If I don't know if that's the right word, but
I have no idea.
I
Sounds
don't
right.
know, something more like a video or a photo or something, because you wanna grab onto it, and and it's special. And yeah, like what, dude, I have a folder from the Florida trip when you guys visited, and it's great. It's a great folder. I have everything you sent me in a folder. Everything Ross sent me in a folder, and everything I shot on a folder. It's all photos, videos, everything. And a lot of this stuff, it's like it's stuff that is not even like it's not cohesive. If I were to just like put it with like other clips, like it wouldn't make sense. It's something as simple as like when we were sitting at those benches before we went and got the tattoo. It's just a very quick like 3 second clip of that like establishing shot of where we're at. And it means so much to me. Like
Yeah.
it's a moment that happened that felt good and that is captured, and that feels as good to me as like what we were just talking about, like seeing the art on the ground or whatever.
Yeah.
And that it can also be found in like the way that you draw your tattoos and then you get a tattoo made, like dude, when I look at this every fucking day, I feel so good about it, dude.
Dude, I love
Dude,
it.
like I love it so much, and I have this thing that's on my body for the rest of my life that is going to remind me of not only the Florida trip, but of you, and the fact that you drew it. And it's going to remind me of this philosophy that's changing my life, and forever, like forever now. This is such an important thing. Just like I laminated flowers and put it into my old journal.
Mm. Yeah.
It's like my body is the journal, and
Damn.
I'm just I don't know. It's just there's a creative aspect in all of it, and there's this like this. I don't know, dude. It fucking rules, though. Like
That was like the best pitch for like the philosophy of why you would want to get a tattoo I think I've ever heard.
that my body is a journal.
Yeah, in a way. And the exactly how you said it,
Yeah, I mean,
And
and that's how I look at tattoos, dude. I mean, like everything that I have is like it's literally something that I would put in a journal or something that I would hold on to. Just like you. I mean, your flower, dude, on your arm. That is like literally basically what I have in my journal, like laminated. You know what I mean?
that's sick. Yeah.
I when I was younger, I used to write "Go vegan" on everything, and now I have "Go vegan" on my fucking arm, dude. Like
It all ties together.
I used to draw little skateboards in my notebooks in school, and now I have a skateboard on my leg. I draw the toy machine guy. I have the toy machine guy on my leg, and it's just cool, dude. I don't even know like what I'm talking about at this point, but it's just like it's so fucking sick, and I feel like there's this aspect of like appreciation that is happening, and it's something that I don't think I had so much love and admiration for, even like last year. You know what I mean? Like there's so much happening currently, and it feels like it all revolves around that act of like loving kindness. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And about being right here, like right fucking now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds
And
like
even
some.
like, dude, when we do this podcast, like I feel that more than I ever feel it.
This is very, very. It feels amazing for me too. You know, dude. Like for a long time now, like I have forgotten that we're recording. Like I'm
Honestly,
just like
same, dude.
just listening to you talk. And my brain is going through so much. It is nice. And
It's cool because even when we have conversations on the phone, like they don't. I mean, we'll have long conversations sometimes, but they don't even. Sometimes they don't even reach this level.
nah, they
But
don't, dude, because we're actually creating a time and a space to have a great conversation. Like
yeah,
a lot of times when it's just a random phone call, like somebody's busy soon, and
yeah,
like this in a sense, like this is like quality time, dude. Like this is good for our friendship. It's good
yeah.
for our creative expression.
I mean,
Um,
dude, we're more connected right now than we were like in the first like 6 months or so that I moved, because you were doing your own thing, trying to figure out that work thing. I was over here trying to figure out like a relationship and like the work thing as well. And like we were just like that. But now that we've let go of these things, like we're kind of finding this way that I don't know how to say it, but like it feels like you and I are meant to have these conversations, because essentially what's happening right now is very close to, if not exactly the same as when we would text each other and say, "Hey, do you want to get a roof hang?" And we would sit on the roof, like uninhibited of any like judgment, and we would just talk, and we would
Yeah.
sit there, and we would talk for like hours about whatever came to mind, and then we would also just sit there in silence and like stare at the sunset and
Yeah.
drink beer. And that's literally what's happening right now. Is I mean,
That's
yeah, we're
true.
on a podcast, but we're setting the time, kind of just how like we would set the time to get a roof hang. uh
That's right.
and dude, this is good for my soul, this is good for my mental health, this is good for like our relationship, and it's good for like just my, like the desires that I crave as a human, or at least the, not desires, but like my emotional well-being, if that
Yeah.
makes sense, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and it's good for like, I think we've always talked about work and making videos, and I think we clarify each other's minds in that regard too, you know.
Yeah,
It's
for
like
sure.
with all those positives, it's like that's some synchronicity, bro. And you're so right about the rooftop hangs
Yeah,
connection. Very similar, dude. Very
dude,
similar.
the rooftop hangs, like, I mean, kind of like just this podcast, like we didn't go into it with anything that we wanted to talk about. We just kind of started talking, and that's how it would be when we would climb up to the roof, and we would sit there, and then stuff would just flow, and we would start talking about relationships and dating, mostly
Yeah.
dating at some point, at one point, but then, and then it would somehow merge into like skating or like videos. We would talk about people that we know, friendships. We would talk about like skate trips. We would talk about street skating, and then we'd come back this way and talk about dating again. And before we know it, dude, like that was like hours had gone by, and we
Yeah.
were just sitting there, and there was something special about this time that we were making to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like usually at the end of the day, sun's going down, and beers, and we would just chill and fucking and talk, and not, we wouldn't even think about what we were going to talk about,
Right.
and it just
And
happened.
it's cool that we just really followed, we're kind of embodying our creative philosophies with this podcast because I remember we had decided to try meetings before the pod to organize thoughts, which has been nice. We've tried a few like that, but this one I don't think we felt like meeting. We were just like, oh, let's just fucking meet up. Like,
Yeah.
but back when we were so strategy brained, we would have been like, dude, imagine we'd be like, oh fuck, dude, like should we plan it out or like what's right? And it's nice to just
I
flow with it
think
for
I
once.
think that's why the podcast didn't work back then. Like, I mean, we did like 5 episodes together. You did a few with other people, but I remember like I would always be like, "Yo, let's do the podcast. Like, let's at least get we dude." I read some old comments or something, or an old message the other day, and it was like, "Yo, I'm so glad you guys are doing one podcast a month." I was like, "Damn, dude, we were doing one a month." Like what, like we had our brains on something else, which was like these videos, and then remember we'd be like, nah, we're too burnt out to do a
Yeah.
podcast, because we were thinking about the podcast as like part of the work, and while it still kind of is, it also is just like it's this time that we're just hanging out and talking, and if there happens to be topics or things we want to talk about that we list out before the podcast, like so be it, it can still work that way. But also this, just this talking is it works, as a pod,
Yeah,
and for some reason people still want to hear it, and they want to listen to it.
that's true. And while we're on the subject of the pod, I think it's a good time to wrap it up for
Yeah. Oh
multiple
my
for
God, one
for
hour and
multiple
40
reasons.
minutes, dude.
I just downgraded our plan to 5 hours, so we should probably save some time. And
Oh
I'm burning
shit.
out. I'm burning
Yeah.
out conversationally, but
Dude,
it
I
was a
hadn't
good
even
one.
looked at that. An hour and
Dude,
39 minutes.
I took a glance, but we were just flowing, dude. I thought it popped in my head to cut it off at like 1 hour 10, and we had like such a great conversation after that. So I'm glad I didn't.
Wow, dude. No, yeah, this is we need to stop. We gotta stop.
And we got to shout out our new patron.
Oh yeah, I don't even know who it is. Lay
How
it
do I
on me.
find? I gotta find. I gotta log into Patreon. You want to pitch? You want to pitch our Patreon while I log in?
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, guys. So make sure that you guys join our exclusive community on Patreon. It is nothing really that crazy or serious, but we're going to be doing like a monthly hangout with all our patrons. So I guess now we're at our lucky number 3. So George and I are going to set up a time to do a live stream or a hangout. What is it? A Zoom hangout with the patrons. It's
Yeah,
$10 a month. It's not that much. If you guys want access to basically a whole nother podcast where you can ask us questions, we could talk about shit. We could literally just vibe. I can roast the ever living shit out of you. Then head over to our Patreon and become one of our patrons. We would greatly appreciate it. This Patreon is what is going to be able to keep us going and have us stay in line with our creative pursuits. This podcast is so fucking freeing. I can't tell you how much I love it, and I think I speak for George as well.
yes.
This is so much fucking fun. This money is not going to me going to go get some beers or George going to go out and party. This money is going to be put back into the podcast right now. And eventually, if we can make some money on it, then that would be fucking sick as
Hell
well.
yeah.
But we just want this to be, like we're really trying to be community based and not worry about other shit. So let's fucking vibe. Let's hang out. Let's be friends and let's talk shit on the on the Patreon.
Hell yeah.
That
So
was a very long way of saying that.
It was great
fucking
though,
do
dude.
it.
And that's dude, I forgot. We need to verbalize links because some people are just listening, which we have not been doing.
Oh, yeah, true.
But so that's at patreon.com/dropping in, I believe.
Patreon.com/dropping in. You will see
And
the sexiest photo of us ever.
That's true. And we want to shout out Hayden, Evan, and our new patron, Brian. We appreciate y'all very much. We're going to be hanging out soon on the Zoom call. And what a great episode. We'll see you guys next week with another one.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us ramble, even if maybe some of it didn't make sense. We enjoyed this. So see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace out.